All right, number 7, it gives us a function. It says, hey, where's x-intercept? Now, here's the key. If we're talking the x-intercept, it has to cross somewhere on the x-axis. How much have you gone over? That we don't know, but we do know that the height is what? 0. We know the y value has to be 0. Now, if we're talking the y-axis, the intercept, the y-intercept, where's it crossing here? There, you know, you've gone over none and up something, maybe, or down, doesn't matter. But here's the key. You know the x value, if you're looking for the y-intercept, the x is going to have to be 0. And then you're just trying to find the y. If we're doing the x-intercept, we don't know the x value, okay, but we do know the y is what? 0. That's what we know. So when it says, we'll start, the hard part is finding the x-intercept. The y-intercept's easy. The x-intercept, let's find it. Well, what do we know about the x-intercept? It's crossing somewhere. The x value is something. The y value is 0. Now, technically, this is your y. So you know that's a 0. So you know you have a 0 equals 3x minus 9. All you're trying to do now is find the x. So you add 9 to both sides. 9 is 3x. We divide by what's in front of x to get x by itself. X is 3. So we know this crosses at 3, 0. The y-intercept, well, that's easy. So the equation is f of x, which is literally y, equals 3x minus 9. We know the x is 0, so I just replace this x with a 0. And I'm going to get my answer right away. 0 minus 9, negative 9. So this is at the order pair 0, negative 9. Let's look at the next one. So the key, do remember, is the x-intercept, the y value will be 0. And for the y-intercept, the x will be 0. So the next problem, it asks us this. So the x-intercept, what do we know? All right, we know we've gone over something, up none. The y value is 0. So I replace that y with a 0. So I'm just solving 0, 6x minus 24, add 24 to both sides. Divide by 6, and what are you going to get? 4. So we know the x is 4, the y is 0. For the y-intercept is going to be hitting somewhere on the y-axis. We know we've gone over none and up something, so the x is 0. So in this equation, y equals 6x minus 24, we know the x is a 0. 0 minus 24, negative 24. So it crosses at 0 for the x, and the y will be negative 24. Remind me tomorrow, please. The x-intercept for this one, final one. Okay, I'm crossing. I've gone over so much and up none. Even I, with a degree in mathematics, think this through like this. Otherwise, I'm going to mess them up. So I can see the y value is 0. So I set the y to 0, a half x minus 4. I add my 4 to both sides. I'm going to get 4 equals a half x. How do I get rid of that half? Multiply by the reciprocal, 2 over 1, which means I multiply it by 2, and I get x is 8. So x is 8, y is 0. That's where it's crossing, right there at 8, 0. Now we got to figure out this guy. I love that guy because it's easy. Go over so much, the y is 0. Who screwed that up? I did. Just checking on you. The x is 0. The y is what we're trying to figure out. So we have the equation y equals a half x minus 4. We know the x is a 0. 0 minus 4, negative 4. So the x is 0, and the y is negative 4.